This is the Turtle Beach Stealth Ultra Gaming Controller. Now this controller just made its way onto the scene and it's a pretty impressive controller. This controller is made to compete with Xbox Elite 2 and other big board controllers, and so far it looks pretty good. For me personally, it's okay. I just don't like the way it's so lightweight. So something that costs a lot of money, it should have more weight to it. Just like the PlayStation 5 controller that got a lot of weight to it. But I think it makes up in the command center. That's what everybody looking at this for. The functionality of the command center. This is the coup de grace of this controller. But let us just admire this controller for a second first and look at it. It's a nice controller from the outside. As you can see, the side is lined with RGB lighting, and the side right here says Stealth Ultra. And the buttons right here, they feel okay. They're firm. They kind of got this like a mouse kind of click to it. Sounds like a mouse. And even the D-pad is the same thing. Feels pretty good. On the joysticks, nice and stable. And it got anti-drift. So these are anti-drift joysticks, which I use it and it was pretty cool. The shoulder buttons, nice and clicky. And the trigger buttons right here is pretty nice. And you got these sliders right here. So if you're playing your Call of Duty and other games, you want a short press, slide it over. Just like 2 millimeters. That's it. Long press, slide it over. Boom. It's not a bad controller. The only problem is it's a little bit lightweight, so you're not gonna have much confidence holding this for too long. I'm scared that you may drop and you may fall on the concrete and break. But it comes with this little start charging station right here. It shows you where to connect the controller to connect to these pins. I'm gonna show you right quick. Boom. Magnet feels pretty good. Got the Turtle Beach logo all over this thing right here. And you can charge it by connecting it to the port. Connect the USB Type-C cord here, or you could just let it charge by itself. And it comes with a dongle where you can connect to your your PC or your Xbox, whichever you choose. Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. And it comes in a nice case, with a nice cloth, but interior is lined with felt, feels very premium. It also comes with some caps for the joysticks, so you can put right here. And it comes with a very, very long braided cable, Type A to Type C, which you're going to use to connect to your PC or your Xbox. And the case comes with a nice feature with a pass-through, where you can connect your controller with your cord to charge it, or you got it locked up and keep it protected. That's a nice touch. So everybody wants to know about the command center. It's very simple to use, and it's not too much, but it still got its flaws. With any new device, you're gonna have glitches here and there. So I would say give it a few months. Hopefully Turtle Beach can do some updates to it, let it be fully functional. But is this controller right for you? Do you buy this to use it on your handheld devices? I don't think it's gonna be the right controller for you. If you buy it for your Xbox and your PC, yes, I think it's gonna be the right controller for you. So I'm gonna show you real quick. But first thing first, to turn this on, to hold on to the Xbox button for a while, and it lights up. It looks pretty nice, doesn't it? See the light in there? Alright. There's like a trick to this controller. Turn it on right now. It's in look like it's in pairing mode. In the next couple seconds, it's going to keep turning off, which is very annoying. So to keep this bad boy stay on so you could do your thing, I would suggest first thing first when you have this controller. Take your device. For example, like this right here, it could be anything, the iPhone, a tablet, whatever. Just go into settings. Go into settings, right? Then just go to Bluetooth. And then add device. Then hit Bluetooth, right? Now, what you're going to do next? You're just going to go right here into settings, which you're going to hit the plus button and hit the Y. You're going to go to connect smart devices. Then hit Y for pairing. It's going to go into pairing mode. See, it's in pairing mode. Then you're going to look for Stealth Ultra. That's it right there. Stealth Ultra, and it's connected. All right. Now let the fun begins. So now it's paired to your device. This one after every 30 seconds turn off and you can turn it on again. So a few people complain that this thing keep on logging off. That's the reason why. Some people complain that when they connect to the device, it just boots off. There's a simple reason why, which I'll be show you guys in a second. So let us get out to the screen right here. So with this controller, now we're going to get to the meat of the matter. So to get into the settings, all you got to do is hit the plus, Y, and I already show you how to connect to your device. So you're just going to connect. For your Xbox, PC, you hit the A, then the pairing, and all of that. If you want to pair it back to your device, all you got to do, go back into the same settings, hit activate, and you're done. So right here, come right here for the system. To do a firmware update, you got to download the app on your device. I'll show you the name of the app. Right here, the app is called Turtle Beach Control Center 2. That's the app you need to download firmware update onto the controller. You got to connect it via the USB-C cables. All right, let's just get into the meat of the matter here. So you got social alert color. So it's gonna, you can select all these different colors if you connect to your social media device, and you're good to go. So blue, you could use blue for your Facebook, green for WhatsApp, red for YouTube, you name it, you can do with all of that stuff. So the command center is the selling point for this controller. You could do so much. You can pair this to your phone with the same app, and then you're playing a game. You get a message from your friends right here, and you're good. So other than that, that's the main selling thing about this controller. All of this thing, you can customize the buttons with the profile, the mapping for your sticks, your triggers, vibration. This is the thing I like about the vibration part. You got 4 motors, 2 on the bottom and 2 on the trigger. So you could either let the left side rumble, vibrate, or don't vibrate. You can make the right side vibrate or don't vibrate. It's up to you how you want to do it. You can do the same thing for the left trigger, let it vibrate or don't vibrate. Same thing for the right trigger. You can customize the vibration to any side of the controller to what give it the most pleasure when you're playing a game. Customization is crazy on this controller here. Same thing with the lighting. You can do the same thing for the lighting, the color schemes, the effects, all of that stuff. This is great. All of this stuff is great and whatnot. And you can do the same thing with the app, which I'm going to show you right now. So we got to go right here, back in here for the Turtle Beach Control Center 2. So it shows you the controller and it tells you what you need to do. So let's just go ahead and connect the controller to the device. So we got it connected. Gotta wait for a second. Boom. So this what do you do on the command center? You can do it right here on the device. You just gotta hit it, and it tells you right off the jump the dead zone for the trigger for the left stick is 5%, but everything else is standard. So you let you know that's a bit that's a standard for most left sticks for every controller. If it's at 5, that's okay. If it's below that, you may have a little issue with some games that you may play. Same thing with the profiles. You got up to 10 profiles. You can customize the controllers the way you want. Same thing for the buttons. In the back, P1 to 4. Same thing for the sticks. You can see the dead zones right here. You can customize it the way you want. Any percent from 5% to 100% on both, whichever works best for you. Same thing goes for the triggers right here for the dead zones. The audio, once you connect your headphone jack, headset inside the controller, you can select the superhuman hearing or the EQ for the mic, chat mix, and all that stuff. Pretty cool. And the lighting, you can customize the lighting effects how you want it on the controller any way you want it. Same thing for the vibration I showed you earlier. You can do it on the device. You can even do it on your phone as well on the controller. These are the great things about this controller. It's you in the control of it. You can do whatever you want. And the same thing with the power buttons for the power mode to extend the battery life while you're playing game. You can customize it. You can put on balance and eco and control the lighting to extend the longevity of the battery while playing or whatever. To update the firmware on this controller, you have to connect to your device. You can't do it no other way. So firmware is how you're going to do it. It comes with version 1.1 upgraded to 1.03. So I'm going to show you on the controller and we can disconnect it. On the controller, you can show right here for system firmware. You have to connect to the app, and this is not bad. The problem I have with this controller, with all of this stuff, where some people may say whatever they want. The thing I don't like about this controller is when you're going to play games with it on your handheld device. On your handheld device, it does not want to play fair. If you're gonna use it to play on your Steam Deck, your Legion Go, or your RG Ally, I was going to tell you right off the jump, don't get it. It's not gonna work the way it's supposed to. Perfect example. Let me go ahead and get Forza right here for you. But before Forza pull up, I want to show you real quick about this controller. Once you go into your settings and in Bluetooth, you will see it right here. It shows a Stealth Ultra, right? All right, remember that, a Stealth Ultra. I got my $34 controller right here, and it recognizes it as an Xbox controller. So I'm going to turn it on. You can use two controllers at the same time if you want. So let me show you what I'm talking about real quick. All right, turn it down. All right, with the Turtle Beach Stealth Ultra, you connect it via Bluetooth, but you cannot play at all, which is kind of ridiculous. You cannot play at all. But with a controller that's recognized as Xbox controller, you're good to go. The only way you can use this controller on your handheld device, you got to connect it with a cord. That's the only way. The only way you can use this on your handheld. So, like I said, if you want to use this on your handheld device, word of advice, don't get it, because the only way you can use it to play an Xbox game is connected with a cord, which is ridiculous. Disconnected, you don't recognize it. But with my controller right here, this is for $34. Because it recognizes it as an Xbox controller, it can work. Another thing, if you're not going to play Xbox games, if you're going to play like Steam Deck games, this is another issue which I'm going to show you guys, which I have with this controller, which I think is not suitable for handheld gaming. Now, say you got your Steam up, right? Let me just go into settings real quick to show you guys the problem with this controller. Turn the light on back real quick. So for the Steam, once you have this controller, you go into settings, go into controller. Where's the controller? Once you go to controller, it recognizes it as an Xbox 360 controller, or you can go over here as Axis 16. The Xbox One S is for this controller right here, which I don't know why, but anyhow, with the Steam, I go through every settings, I enable everything, I try several things. I'm going to show you the issue I have with it. Even got PlayStation controller support enabled. So getting out of this thing right here, I'm going to start Spider-Man. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So I got Spider-Man up and running. You can use the controller to move up and down, don't get me wrong, you can do all of that. But in the gaming, that's where the issue lies, which I'm going to show you real quick with this controller right here. So with the gaming on, you can move around and do whatever you want. But this sticks right here. For some reason, the L3 and R3 does not work. Because if for all those that play Spider-Man, you already know. Once I hit the L3, he's going to dive. Let me show you something real quick. I'm going to be swinging. When you hit the L3, he won't dive. See? He's not going to dive. You can move around with the L3 with the joysticks. But when they hit to dive, he won't dive. That's ridiculous. Because maybe it still recognizes it as an Xbox 360 controller for the Steam. But with the other controller now, the other controller, if I hit the L3, it dives. See? Hit it? Dives. That's the issue I got with this controller right here. So to top it off, this is a beautiful controller, but it's not worth the price. I think that Turtle Beach should give it some time, do some software update, and let the device, the handheld devices, recognize it as an Xbox controller. Maybe there's a bug somewhere, they could send a software update. Other than that, use it on the Xbox, that's fine. PC, fine. Handheld, no. So is it worth it right now to use an Xbox? If you want to, you can do it. Just for the command center, it's worth it. For anything else, for the handheld, don't do it. So that's just my review on the Turtle Beach Stealth Ultra controller. So thanks for watching. Hope I catch you in the next one.